about their physique. They don't even think about the body, how their body works. They are just like believing whatever the other person is saying. Have a mindset. If you are struggling, means you are doing something great. Your physique is built on hatred, on pride, on ego. Do you know less than 0.1% population around the world have an aesthetic physique? And that's not just because they don't want it. Trust me, everyone wants it. But most of the people, they think building an aesthetic physique, you have to do hard work, you have to sacrifice, you have to grind for years, then you will be able to get your dream physique. But what if I tell you, you can get your dream physique easily, most effective way, without struggling, without sacrifices. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, and I'm Ankit, and today we're going to talk about why most of the people fail and why they think building an aesthetic physique or getting their dream physique is very hard. First, let's break down the numbers, okay? Let's see. So, our world population is 7.9 billion, okay? Whatever I'm gonna tell you in this video, and some of the I'm gonna use some numbers which is all based on my research and based off my approximation estimation, so that it will be easier for me to explain you things and you will get okay what I'm trying to say. Okay, so world population is 7.9, which is true, and only 2.5% people goes to the gym. Okay, and I will just tell you in starting, that doesn't mean that if you're going to gym you are healthy, or if you're not going to gym you're not healthy. No, I'm just talking about something. People who wants to get their physique. If you want a fat loss, if you want to gain weight or gain muscles, somehow you have to go to the gym. If you want the results, right? If you can also lose weight and be healthy while without going to the gym. But if you have some target, if you want a transformation, but the most of the people scare from the gym. They think, oh, if I go to the gym, I have to do a lot of hard work. I have to be strict, I have to be on strict diet, we have to be disciplined, consistent, and all these things gives you kind of a fear, right? 2.5% people goes to the gym, and out of this 2.5, only 35 to 39% people goes regularly. So 2.5% basically 250 million of 7.9 billion. Then 35 to 39% is basically 79 million. Okay, it's just approximation. Okay, so just to get understanding. Then out of this 35-39% people, 5 to 10% people have an aesthetic physique. 3.6 to 7.3 million. Okay, so what I mean by aesthetic physique basically means like you are lean, you can see your abs. Okay, and it's like body percent is like 10 to 13, 14, 15. So that's an aesthetic physique, and this is 0.1%, less than 0.1%. That's why when you go somewhere you see, and I'm not saying that it's something achievable. There are so many things in the world. Like if you go, the people who knows cooking, they will be less. If you go in every sector, people will be less, because you can't do everything, right? Thing I'm trying to say over here is we have connected the gym or getting the physique is like very hard way. Like you have to do so many things. If you don't do it, if you're not able to do one thing, it'll fuck up your mind. Only 0.1%, but now you will say, Ankit, everyone doesn't want an aesthetic physique. Some people just want to transform their physique, maybe getting fat, getting lean or something like that. Okay, 2.5% people goes to the gym. Basically means they want something, right? They want to transform. Out of 2.5% people, and it is 250 million. So 150 million people wants to get fit, and 100 million people want an aesthetic physique. But the thing is, it can be more, but I'm just giving an average. And how many people get the physique? Okay, reality. Aesthetic is 3.6 to 7.3 million, and rest. So out of 250 million people, only this amount of people have aesthetic physique, because we'll see. We know that 30. How much is that? 35 to 39% people goes to the gym regularly. Okay. So we can just take an estimation. The people who get the fit physique, whose goal is to get fit. Okay. Maybe lose fat, gain muscles. So how many people gets it? So we just take an estimation of like 30 million to 40 million. Okay, so many people try, and only this amount of people get aesthetic physique. Some people get fit, even though it's too much. But and it doesn't mean that the people who are not going to the gym, for example, I'm talking about 2.5% people, but what about the 97.5% people? Are they fat? Aren't they healthy? No. According to WHO, is something 40-45% people around the world are fit. And they have some basic criteria about the nutrition, about your daily work, and all these things. That are 4 or 5 categories. I can cover it up in the next video if you want. But according to that, like 40% people are fit. Okay, for 50, half of the population is not fit, according to the circumstance and everything. But I'm talking about the people who is trying. So 2.5% people are trying to get fit. So even though they are not able to do it, right? So that's what I'm talking about for those people. Not some people get the physique by doing hard work, sacrifice, patience, and consistency, discipline, all this thing. Okay, so and there are people, they are disciplined, consistent, enjoy the journey. They also have the patience. Sacrifice, no. Hard work, no. They didn't have all these things. And I was explaining why. And 95 to 97% people are going in this way. Only 2 to 3% people are going in this way. And I can show that there are some people, they literally do it. And 95%, and I was also in 95 to 97% people. How and why we say that also hard work, why we say it's hard, where you have to do sacrifice. Because if you are doing something, I got this physique, so what I'm gonna say, if someone asks me, oh, because it shows like, okay, you are doing hard work, you're doing something, but when they ask me, oh, it's so hard, like you have to stick to the routine, you have to push the failures, you will have the soreness in your muscles, and then you're gonna recover, you have to eat this, eat that. And I built this physique vegetarian, so I was like so proud of it. So I used to say, oh yeah, it's hard, but I did it. What is giving me? Ego. Like it gives me like, oh, I achieved something that most of the people can't do it, right? This is what gives me all this thing. And that's the fun, right? You're gonna show like, oh, I know something. You don't know it. You don't have physique, you're shit. That's what I used to be like. And it's not just me. I know most of us are like that. Most of us are like that, if you wanna accept it or not. And I'm just like saying what is true. Most of the people I have seen, and they literally struggle. And whenever someone used to ask me, how did you get this? I used to say, fucking hard, man, fucking hard. Okay, you have to do this shit. But because they already have a mindset, already have seen the videos, already seen the YouTube or somewhere, like it's very hard. And the people like 95 to 97% people, and when they get the result, like the real, what do you say, testimonial of from 95 to 97% people, it becomes solid in their mind, even though they try to do it, but they fail. Why? Because they have a belief, like they have a belief of it, like it's hard. You have to be consistent. You have to be this. I know that there is a foundational level of like, you have to be consistent, disciplined, and patience. We'll get to that point. But it doesn't mean that it's hard. It doesn't mean that you have to sacrifice, because we have like different meanings. We have like patience and consistency doesn't mean that you have to sacrifice all these things. We have like linked these kind of words, these kind of like terms to something else, right? So out of 0.1% people, which is 3.6 million to 7.3 million something, will get physique from 2 ways. Dream physique, okay, and it's 2 ways, which is 95 to 97% of the population does. This is average, and this is 2 to 3% people does. Okay, you're gonna go out, you're gonna ask some people like who have a great physique. They're gonna tell you their experience, how they get their dream physique, how they get this aesthetic physique, whatever you like. Okay, so we see all around the YouTube videos and everything this thing. I'm saying that it's bad or it's not the way. It is the way. It is the way that people are telling you about the sacrifice. Okay, discipline, what do you say, hard work, which we say grind, right? Years of hard work, not hard work, years of hard work. Okay, so this is the thing people are going to say. And the consistency, all these things, foundational things, is over there always. So they're going to tell you about all these things, right? So what it gives you like, oh, it's hard. Okay, why? because 95 to 97% people are saying. That's what happens whenever you go out. Why we are talking in this way? Why we are talking in English? Why we are doing the stuff? Why? Because the majority is believing that. Majority is doing that, right? I'm not saying that that's wrong, but I'm telling you, that's how our mind work. As a human, we want to be in a society. We want to be in a group always, right? So that's our survival instinct. If you feel left alone, you will die. You will die. Okay. So that's what we try to do. And majority, whatever majority does, that's the solid belief. That's why the most, the 95 to 97% people are poor or middle class, and 2 to 3% people are rich. Why? It doesn't mean that they are alone. They have their community, but they have different standards. Everyone have a different standards. We've talked about standards in different video, and we also have linked this standard word to something else. But 2.3, why? Are they thinking the same way? Are they doing the things in the same way? You think they will be able to get into 2 or 3%? No way. That's the whole point. I'm saying 95% people are doing the same way. That's why they're getting the same kind of results and same belief. You have to eat the amount of this much. They don't even think about their physique. They don't even think about the body, how their body works. They're just like believing whatever the other person is saying. They're just believing what he's saying because he has followers, because he knows things, because he have experience. That's why. That's it, right? I'm not saying that he's saying something bad. He's just giving you his experience. Whatever he's telling you, just because of his experience, his studies, and everything. And it is correct. It is correct. But it doesn't mean that that's the only way. You just, if you eat this amount of calories, you will get the physique, or otherwise you will not. No. Dude, trust yourself, trust your body, and you will get. And that's what I'm saying. 2.3% people are getting it. And right now, I am not. Even if I say you don't believe it, I'm just trusting my body, and I know my body, how my body works. I'm not eating that much. I'm not working out that much, even though I'm able to grow. How? Okay. If you talk to these people, most of the time we just get the information from the YouTube or social media, right? So we see over there, and they say, "Oh, it's hard," but it's in a trend. That's why people start following it, start doing it. From this thing, people get influenced. If you're not doing anything and you are influenced by this thing, even though it's good, but it depends upon you what you choose. You want to go on a hard way, you can go. Or there's always an easier way, always an effective way, right? But you always choose the hard way because most of the people are doing it, because you trust that, right? You made your choice on your own. We're influenced by these people, and again, I'm not saying it's wrong. We're influenced by these people, and then out of, again, there's two split. 2 or 3% people get their physique, rest of them stay the same, or able to get somehow, like, because you have to push yourself. Because mentally, you are skinny, fat, underconfident, and the people says, dude, you have to do hard work. You have to do this. You have to do that. What about this place, man? What about this plane? What about inside? What's going on inside? Do you have enough confidence? Do you feel like, oh, I deserve it? Like right now, if I go to the gym and I can bench for 105, my 105 is my PR. I have went to like 105 for 2 reps. I have done it. So what does it mean? I can go over there. I have a conviction that I will do it. I go and do it, right? But if someone tells me, okay, Ankit, you have to bench 150 kgs. Will I be able to do it? It's not about physically, I'm not able to do it. Probably, yeah, okay, 150 is a bit hard. So we'll take 115, okay? It's just 10 kgs more. 10 kgs more, Ankit, you have to do it. But do I believe it? Is my body restricting, or is just my mind? Obviously my mind, man. Obviously my mind. Because if I can do 105 for 2 reps, 115 is easy. Why am I able to do it? Over here, because I'm not ready. From inside, I think like, okay, Ankit, 105 is your PR, no 115. Okay. Then I start thinking about my survival mode. I will start thinking about if I get injury. Oh, what if I wait for my face or something like that, right? So all these things start coming up. And that's what mental is, because you're mentally you are skinny, you are fat, or you are underconfident, or you're not good looking, or you don't know how to do it. You have all these beliefs, like you can't do it, you are shit. All these beliefs, when you try to do it, and you first day, and you already have other beliefs too, of the people, like it's hard, it's this, it's that. You have to do all these things. It combines up. When you go to gym, you try your first day, then you feel pain. Next day you feel, oh, I can't do it. It's too hard. Because already people said it's too hard and you already have some beliefs of you can't do hard work, you are underconfident and all this thing. Combine self. Next day, boom, you're not going to gym again. Or maybe you tried like push through your limits, push through everything for a month. After that, there will be one day you will skip, one day will become two days become three, and this is the snowball effect. He will keep rolling down, and one day you will stop. Some people pass through it. So that's what I'm saying. Always 97% people fail, then try again. This is the loop. And 2.5, and every time 2.5, 2.3% people is passing away. So that 2.5% people are just going down, up, and then again up. It's like kind of a going down, up, going down, up. Okay, I'm not saying that that's good. But and it took them 3 to 4 years. Like I got my physique in 3 or 4 years, but this physique I can get in 1 year, probably less than a year. And I'm just saying because like I have it, because I know what I needed, what I need to get this physique. I don't have to do hard work. I don't have to stick to a fucking strict diet. I don't have to do anything. It will be automatic. Why? That's what I'm saying. Nobody is talking about internet. Nobody is thinking about internet. Just give me one thing. Where is coming from? Discipline, consistency, or patience. These are the foundations of getting anything in your life. Maybe learning a skill, maybe talking, maybe learning English, maybe learning walking. You want to improve your social skills, you want a girlfriend. You have to be consistent. You have to go out, talk to girls. You have to commit to it. Consistency, discipline, keep learning, right? Patience. If you think like, okay, I will go now, I'm shit, I don't look good, I'm underconfident, and you go out and you will just talk to one guy and she will go, oh, you're the love of my life. Do you think it's gonna happen? No. You have to do, this is the base of your life. For everything you need it. Yeah, I was talking about discipline, consistency, patience. Where it's coming from? Internally. Is it the thing? No. Okay. Is it the thing? Is it the body part? Okay, this is the consistency. No. It's inside. How are you gonna come? When you change your mindset. 2 ways. Again, everything I will do, everything have 2 sides. One side of this thing is you change your inner state by yourself, by taking actions. By actions can be your thinking process. You're changing your self-belief and everything. I was just saying over there, changing yourself. Repetition. Repetition means 95 to 97% people what they are trying to do. Changing the external condition, and then they are changing themselves. How I get this physique, I wasn't disciplined, I wasn't consistent, I was nothing. Okay, I tried to do it, I failed a lot of times. I did for 3 months, then stopped. 3 months, stopped. All this thing, get into other thing, because this wasn't. That's how it took me like 4 years, 5 years. Because the people are saying it's hard, but it doesn't mean that it's hard, right? So, for example, right now I'll give you my example. If right now I love to go to gym, yeah, but I have some priorities, other things, learning, self-improvement, recording my videos, and thinking how I can provide the value, working on my clients, working on my business thing. I have so many things to do right now. So my gym is not my priority because I have built a physique and I'm just maintaining it, and how I can do it effectively without doing hard work and everything, without putting much time in going to gym or spending time in my fitness. My mindset. I changed my mindset. I am just changing. It works for me. It's everything that I'm saying is my experience. And if my experience can help you up, can change your mindset to get the things whatever you want in easier way. Okay. So there is 2 ways. Change yourself or repetition. 95%, 97% people they do in this way. And because here you are resisting, you are pushing your limits, you are doing something, right? Because you are in struggling, basically struggle. You're struggling, and we have a mindset. If you are struggling, means you are doing something great, which gives me an ego. I'll get an ego, which gives me pride. I'm so proud. Like I got this physique. I can feel superior, and I used to feel superior when the people I see like fucking skinny and fat. But they are also good at something, right? If I see some people like they have some skills, I don't have that skills. So physique is a thing like you can show it up every time, without even if you don't want to show it up, you can show it up. Immediately they will have respect for you, because the skills, if you have skills in your computer coding or your talking skill, until and unless you start talking, you can't be able to show, and until unless you start coding in front of someone, they will not be able to know. That's the whole point. So getting physique can give you ego easily. If you go on Instagram, you can see thousands of the post motivational. Okay, you can get motivation other ways too, but how you getting motivation from hatred? If you're getting the motivation from hatred and building a physique, your physique is built on hatred, on pride, on ego. Okay, if I get this physique, I will be superior. The people start noticing me. People will start complimenting me, right? So this is what gonna give you hatred. And if you're in this fitness industry, you know what I'm saying. But if you think physique is normal, anyone can build it, then what? Will you feel proud? Will you feel egoistic? Right? No. You will not feel anything. Because you know anyone can do it, but they are not doing it because of their circumstances, because their own beliefs. But it doesn't mean that they can't do it. Right? So that's what I feel now. Everyone can do it, but they are not doing it. So why do you have ego? Why do you have an ego? It doesn't mean that I'll get in comfort zone and I will say, oh, everyone can do it, but what the fuck should I do it? No. And the thing I'm talking right now is just because of my physique. I learned a lot of things over there. In hard way and different ways, it could be more easier, but I don't have any regrets because like the process I learned, now I can say there is another way, right? I can say this thing because I have been through that phase, and I think that's not a good way for me, at least. I don't know about you. If you wanna go in hard way, then you get because I think it's like ego is just a complimentary. You get it when you do something hard. When you do bench, this is how you get your testosterone, right? When you do bench, like 500 people are watching you, you get the fucking ego. Oh, fuck it, I'll do it. And that's not the only way. Again, you can do it. You can show it. Okay, I'm fucking strong. But it doesn't mean that you should have an ego. It doesn't mean that you should. You know what I'm saying, right? I don't have to like keep saying the same thing again and again. Aligned your mental state and your physical state. Whatever you're trying to do outside is coming from inside. This is a bit deeper things, but we will get into it. I just want to put this thing into your head. The dream physique, getting a dream physique is normal. You can get it without struggling, without sacrifices, without hard work. And how are you gonna do it? First, changing your mindset. I know so many people say that, okay, changing your mindset. Like in different, I haven't seen in fitness, but I don't know. I haven't seen in fitness, like they're just talking about, okay, do this diet plan, do this workout plan, get the supplements. Okay, that's working. But don't you think like if you change from inside, the discipline, consistency and everything will come automatically because it's already in inside? Taking food, we need food for the energy, right? But what about the mind, the discipline? Discipline doesn't need energy. Discipline doesn't need your calories, your protein, and your all this thing. Discipline doesn't need your supplements, right? It just comes from inside. And how it comes, like either you train it, either you keep showing from the outside, either you keep showing it. Oh, Ankit, see, you did this thing, means you're disciplined. Oh, Ankit, you you follow the same workout plan or diet plan for a month. You are patient. You have patience. But don't you think it's just it was already in there, and just doing something, you are validating yourself like, Ankit, you are disciplined. But if it's already in there, why the fuck you can't tune it? Why the fuck you can't get it out, right? Is it making sense? So you can do it from externally. That's the, I can say, more practical way of looking things. But it doesn't mean that you can't do it from inside. Because again, if I give you another example, 2.5% or 3% of people are rich. Okay, rich, living the life. Again, go in there, you will find the same thing. 2.5% people are super rich. Why? Because they are thinking something much better or much effective way than this 2.5% people. That's how it's a chain, right? So same thing in fitness. 2.5% people have aesthetic physique. I'm giving you an example. Have an aesthetic physique. Aesthetic physique. So I was just like, not 2.5% people. It will get a bit confused to you. 3.5 to 7.3 million. The numbers we took before. People have an aesthetic physique. 97% people get this, and 3% people got physique in this way. Okay. So like hard way, easy way. Okay. then they're going to influence same thing over same thing. So the chain will go over here, will be the hard work thingy. How many people will come out from this path will be, they will say, okay, this is hard, this is struggling, they're struggling in all this thing. If you say it was easy, easy doesn't mean that you don't have to follow the diet plan and all this thing. It's same thing, but more effective way you are doing automatically. That automation you get after 2 years, 3 years, or 4 years of hard work, you can get in a month. You can get this automation, then start working. Are you getting my point? The people say that the experience, see, the form and everything in the gym you can learn, okay? You can learn, but the main thing is the mindset. You can get the food from outside, you can do the workout from outside, sleep, supplements, everything from outside. You can do it anytime you want. You can do it anytime you want, but the mindset thing is in your head. You have to take it out like always. That's how it's gonna make easier. So basically what I'm trying to say is, like, when you get your mindset in place, when you know what you're doing, okay, it gets easier, it gets automatic for you. There's a conscious, subconscious mind, okay? All this thing, we're gonna see all these terms later, okay? So I'm gonna conclude this thing, whatever I said. Nothing is hard or nothing is easy. It totally depends upon your mindset. It totally depends upon your belief. It totally depends upon you, how you do it, okay? So I believe building building an aesthetic physique or your dream physique is easy, and everyone can do it without sacrifices, without struggle, without doing hard work. Everyone can achieve their dream physique, and easier than me, like how I did, and 97% people are doing, and telling you to do it with the method of like the people are doing 3% or 4% people. So I'll just give you one example quickly. Is, for example, your current state is 40 kgs and you are super skinny, and you want to gain your weight or gain muscles and everything, okay? But from people, then you're gonna go out, talk to the friends or the people who have physique, or maybe search on YouTube or social media how to build it, and you're gonna say, okay, this is how we have to do it, like this exercise and that exercise. Then you have a previous belief, okay, if I'm lifting heavy weight, it's hard. Okay, doing this weight is hard. Okay, let's talk to the people who have built this physique. Probably he will see somewhere, and then people start saying, oh, it's hard. You have to do this. And that's how go outside, okay? And that's how his belief, because lifting heavy weight is like from childhood we have learned, oh, this is heavy. Heavy means hard, okay? So all beliefs get more solid, okay? The more he will see, the more it will get solid. And then he will go and try to do it, go to gym. Either he will pass that limit or either he will fail. If he passes that limit, he will see the results, but he is not doing from his whole heart, like from inside he doesn't want it. If from inside he doesn't want it, then it's contradict, it's not matching. His mental and physical state is not matching. And if it's aligned, then everything got easier. That's how when you're talking to your girlfriend or you're talking to your loved ones, spending time with your loved ones, time just flies away. Because you want it, you are doing with whole heart. Mentally you want it, physically you also want it. That's how you get it, okay? So that's what we're gonna build for everything, whatever we want in our life. I know it's a bit technical, because you can't take another breath while releasing or leaving one, right? You can't take another breath, you have to release it to take another, okay? So that's how, if you want to change yourself, and if you want something in your life, you can't get it from your old version. You have to leave that version, sacrifice in this way. But it's good, because you are not happy with this version. That's why you want to change, right? If you want to change, then you are not happy with this version. And if you are not happy with your physical appearance, it means you are also fucked up in your brain too. You have to sit down and check it out. Why every time I want something and I don't able to get it? What's the issue? Sit down and check it out, instead of just ignorance, instead of ignoring things. Or I'm not like that, because I know I have some friends, when I try to say something, even I was the same thing. I didn't used to listen. I used to fuck off. I am best. I know what I'm doing. I know everything. But I know shit, man. I know shit. Then I start learning. Then I start listening. And I learned a lot, man. I learned a lot. Okay, my brother start teaching me. I used to go to him and just ask me, okay, this thing. I'm just struggling with this. And he tells me, okay, this is your body. This is how your body. Because my brother knows me very well. He knows my nature and everything. So he corrects me whenever I'm doing something bad or wrong. He corrects me. He says, "Okay, this is your nature, and how when I like you do in this way." And I like, "Oh yeah, this is how," and accept it. Okay, accept your situation, accept your current version. Then how you're gonna step into another one? If you're ignoring it, you're kind of jumping through it. It will come again. It doesn't mean it's past, because you didn't even see it. You didn't even accept it. What is it? If you're gonna come back again, you will feel, oh, what happened? That's the loop we keep circling around because we didn't accept it. When you accept the thing, when you accept, okay, I am underconfident, okay, but I won't change. How I can do it? I will just, okay, I will start acting confident. Start faking it in a good way. Learning is faking, right? Even if a child start learning walking, he is fake trying to do it. That's you're gonna try to do it. You're gonna try to be confident, and that's the whole point of fucking society. If a child is trying to learn walking, they will appreciate him. But when a guy or some girl, they will just try to, when it's more confident, they will start making fun of them. That's the whole fucking situation. But that's how I'm saying, change from inside. Don't look outside for you to get some compliment. Oh, you are changing now. Do it from inside, and automatically it will reflect. When you completely change from inside, it automatically reflect. So when you change from inside, okay, I'm gonna start acting confident. Then you start acting. Then sometimes you will get, oh, I'm not confident. Then you will get the feeling of fakeness, right? Oh, I'm faking it. But then you have to be conscious at that time. You have to grab that. Okay, whenever that thought comes up, you just like conscious. Okay, no, this is not me. This is the older version. This is the older version of me, because it took 10 years, 20 years to build that nature of me. I'm underconfident, so it's gonna take time. But I won't change. You won't change, right? I won't change, and I am not this version right now. Is this a transformation period? Same as the physique. Like, it's same as the physique. If you want a physique right now, you can't just like get your muscles start popping up and you lose your fat. No, there is a transition phase, and depends upon you how faster you can do it. There is always a miracle. There is always something. You can't even believe it. It will be fake for you, but some people are doing it, some things. Healing and all this thing. They do it, right? So why can't you? I'm not telling you to do something extraordinary. It's a normal thing. If you are happy, you are mentally prepared, you are feeling it, right? 100% conviction. Like, well, I am confident all this in different way, not just to keep saying that. People usually say that, oh, you do the affirmation and all this thing. Affirmation is basically repetition. If you are repeating without putting the emotions, good emotions to it, it will take time. And just basically whatever you do. If you want to brush your teeth, if you want to learn to walk when you were a child, when your mother tongue is not English and you try to speak English, do you learn in one day? No. You have to keep trying, keep faking it, keep trying it, keep trying to speak. Sometimes you will make mistakes, but eventually you will learn it. So it depends upon you how confident, how you what you believe about yourself. If I believe, okay, I'm a quick learner, I can do it, I'm confident, I can speak, you will start learning quickly. So when the people they try to do it, they take ages to learn something because they believe it's like, okay, it's hard and I can't do it. That's how you start feeling, man. That's how you start feeling. So make your own beliefs according to you. I can't say that this is the thing you're gonna work. If you feel like, okay, I got the physique, I got the fit. No, according to your situation, you have to pick it up. I can just give you examples as many as I can from my experience, from the general experience. The people feel like, okay, I can try to do this, but eventually you are the only one who can change your life. Maybe you will figure out something much better than me. I'm getting your point. So I'm just like giving you a boost to change your thing, literally, and that will change everything, man. That will change everything. Okay, and in upcoming videos we're going to talk about all this thing, because this video is a bit long, but I was just trying to put one seed in your brain that you can get this physique, you can get your dream physique, your aesthetic physique easily without struggling. So stop believing on everyone, whoever they're saying it's hard and all this bullshit. It's hard for them. Okay, let them do it. If it's hard for them, let them do it. Okay, don't make the hard version, that hard things or this hard and all this thing is you. No, it's not you. Probably it's hard for them, but probably it will be easier for you, right? My camera got overheated, but I will just sum it up. So basically, how we're gonna do it, we're gonna see in upcoming videos and how we can change our mindset. Basically, whatever I'm saying, like, it will be easy or automatic for you to do it. How? Because 95% of the task is done by a subconscious mind, and the conscious mind just give the kind of a command to do it. For example, like I gave command to like I want to record a video. I woke up in the morning, came up, start recording my video. So this is the what I did consciously, and subconsciously I'm just getting my information and talking. Same thing happens with the whatever you want. It's just about mindset. It's not about your body. Body is like body have some limitation. It doesn't mean that if you think like, okay, I can do so everything, but there is some limitations, but it doesn't mean that it won't limit you. You can increase that limitation according to your mindset. If your mindset is strong, you can surpass those limits. That's it. 95% tasks are done by subconscious, so that's what we're gonna do. Change our mindset and let subconscious handle those tasks which we don't want to do.